Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. Hope y'all have been blessed out here on this beautiful Sunday. Today, we're going to be talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. This trip, Lord, this trip. I enjoyed the episode. Not gonna lie, I did. I enjoyed the episode. I do feel like the women are entitled and a bunch of complainers because it didn't make no sense to be complaining the way they did on a trip that they didn't have to pay for. Just go have fun, enjoy the beautiful scenery, do some excursions, and just enjoy yourself. But hopefully, they will have fun as this theme or this episode or the next one plays out. But we'll see. The episode starts out where they're showing all these different views of St. Thomas. And the scenery is beautiful. It really is. The water is blue. I mean, it's literally beautiful. I need to make me a trip to St. Thomas. I've said I wanted to go. I just haven't made it yet. But it's beautiful from what I saw. We will see where Melody, Shanita, and Lauren arrive. And they're getting out of the car and they're walking up to the villa. And Mel makes the statement of, she hopes there aren't any snakes because she's terrified of snakes. Shanita is like, she don't know why she's scared of snakes when she around snakes all the time. Now she is around quite a few, so if we're gonna go off of what Shanita says, then she should be used to it. She really should by now. But we go to where they're walking through the house and they show the view as you walk through the front door and you see the ocean and the infinity pools from that viewpoint. And like I said, it's a beautiful view. So they go to walking through the house to get the rooms assigned because she says she wants to assign everybody their rooms because she don't want them picking straws and doing stuff that way. So of course she goes to the master bedroom and she says that's her room, which is only, it's only right. She's the one that's hosting the trip. Then they go to another room that's really nice, and Shanita wants the room, her and Lauren. Lauren ends up getting the room, but they didn't have a big conniption over it, as we will see later on in the scene, later on in the episode, that Tisha Kimmy has, because they have a conniption about this freaking room. Next, we'll see where she assigns Tisha Kimmy and Tisha's +1 to the bedroom that has the 3 beds. Technically, it's fitting because Tisha and Kimmy are sisters-in-law. And then Tisha is the only one in the group that actually invited a +1. So, it's only right that her +1 sleeps in the room with her. Now, last episode, we saw where Melody actually told Tisha that, your +1 is going to probably bunk with you. She told her that to her face. So that shouldn't have came as a surprise. It really shouldn't have. But she puts Latricia and Stormy together. Sunny gets her own room. Nell gets her own room. And of course, Shanita and Lauren, they got their own rooms. So at the airport, we're going to see the ladies arrive. And they are complaining because they don't have their men with them to help them get their luggage. I'm like, are y'all serious? You telling me y'all cannot pick up luggage? Y'all haven't gone anywhere without your man before? Come on now. Now, Tisha, you the one with all the hundreds of thousands of friends, according to your mother. You got all of these friends. So you should be used to going on a girls' trip or something where you can get your own luggage. But, they're all complaining about that. Kimmy makes the statement of girls' trips are overrated because she don't do girl trips. She only goes on trips with her husband, which isn't very meaning because her husband doesn't take her anywhere. And it took how long for them to go on their honeymoon? Oh, before I forget, even though I got this banner scrolling, all things in this video are alleged and they are from my own opinions. They are used for entertainment purposes. So, with that being said, back to what I was saying. Sunny walks up and she speaks to the ladies. Now, you should have seen a clip on this at some point or another because everybody is sitting there and they're looking at Sunny like she's crazy. Like, I can't believe she's here. Really? Why would she be? She's part of the cast, remember? That's why Tisha claims she invited Destiny because this is her group. But Kimmy spoke to Sunny. Of course, in her little confessional, she's talking about this changes everything. I'm trying to figure out, what did it change? What were y'all planning to do that with her being there, that it had to change everything? I mean, y'all sat over there and you invited Destiny. Now, they showed us a little text message from Destiny supposedly to Melody saying that she texted her to let her know that Destiny was coming. I'm still on the fence with that whole situation because, for one, I don't know what, and I know I came in on the tail end of that on the TikTok because I know she mentioned it on the TikTok as to when they actually left for the trip, but I can't recall right at this particular second. But I just felt like Tisha waited to the last minute to let her know that I felt like she should have just told her that from the get-go, but she didn't. But nobody wants to speak to Sunny because I'm getting, ahead of myself. Kimmy does speak to her, and Nail speaks. Tisha acted like she didn't want to speak, but she did eventually speak after Sunny said, spoke to her by name. So she actually did speak, but of course she didn't want to. So I didn't understand what I understand, but I don't understand because they got all this smoke and all this hate for this lady. And don't get me wrong, I don't agree with what Sunny did as far as it went with Moses. At this point, it's a done deal because they're married at this point and they just beating a dead horse because I'm about sick and tired of hearing about how Destiny feels about this situation. I don't care at this point. I don't. Anyway, Tisha makes the statement that this was supposed to be a fun girls trip. And I'm trying to understand, if this was supposed to be a fun girls trip, what was going to make it fun? Was it going to be fun because you invited Destiny? So that was going to be fun for you. How do you think Melody was going to feel about not Tisha? How did you feel like Melody was going to feel about Destiny on this trip? Was it going to be fun for Melody, or did you care? Obviously, you didn't. The only person you cared about in this instance was who you thought would make it fun for you. This was supposed to be a girls' trip with everybody that she invited. Destiny was not one of those people that she invited, but you would have out your way to make sure that she was invited. But you sitting there with your nose and your mouth turned up and looking crazy because, Sunny is here. Sunny is here, and I just invited my friend Destiny. So now I'm going to have my friend feeling away because somebody's here that I wasn't expecting to be here. It wasn't part of the plan. It never crossed my mind that Melody might invite this girl. So now, Kimmy's saying they're gonna have problems. I'm still trying to understand why they're gonna have all these problems. Why? Because y'all wanna cape for Destiny. Why? Why? You can be neutral in this whole situation and not cape for nobody. Shoot, just deal with who you deal with and don't deal with who you want to and be through with it. Instead, you have all these opinions and thoughts and things as far as it's related to Sunny, because based off of what y'all think or what Destiny has told y'all, they are closer than what she says they are. But based off of that same logic, Destiny has sat here and lied on multiple people, because now you got Kimmy, because now she's talking about she's riding with Destiny. When you start riding with Destiny, girl? When Destiny started being your friend, girl? Huh? If things go sideways, we're Team Destiny. Girl, bye. And then Kimmy, you don't even like Tisha, because you said way back when, if it wasn't for the fact that y'all were married to two brothers, that wouldn't even be your friend. We see them getting on the little bus, car, whatever, that's gonna take them to the villa. You know, Sunny, you can tell that Sunny feels away. She feels a little isolated. And she goes to the back of the bus. The back of the bus, Lord. She goes, she goes to the back. Next, we will see we're back at the villa where the greeters arrive, and they are, talking to Melody. Melody is talking to them. Her and Dr. Shanita. She tells Dr. Shanita that, whatever happens on the island stays on the island. And they call her, okay, Stella getting her groove back. Okay, whatever. And back on the bus, or should I say the transfer, which is taking them from the airport to the villa. They are talking about they're excited to see the rooms. They are excited about this trip. Kimmy talks about, she don't really do girl trips. She like going with her husband, which we know don't go to too many places. Somehow they get on the subject of children. Oh, because Stormy is talking about she has separation anxiety. And Tisha's like, that's until you have that second child. So she was like, so everything changes after the second child. Trisha, with her non-talking self, decides she want to say, I guess after you had a second child, you ready to leave them. You don't care. You out of there. So Sunny gets in a conversation and she asks Stormy if she was planning to have another child. She lets her know that, she's doing a surrogate, and she tells her that, she is doing IVF, and she's already had a round of IVF that, didn't take. So Stormy apologizes to her, and she was like, it's okay, she's gonna do it again. So she's cool. And she lets them know that the doctor's like, she need to try to have a child as soon as possible. I guess she's not having too many viable eggs, so they're trying to do it as soon as possible. We will see where they arrive at the villa, and you'll see Melody greeting everyone. And Sunny says that, she wants to bond with Melody, and she wants to get to know her for herself. Melody tells the ladies to go find their rooms, so they go running through the house trying to find their rooms. So the first room, well, they go to Mel's room. Mel lets them know that that's her room. Then they end up in Sunny's room. Sunny tells me, get out of my room. So, we'll see where they all end up finding the rooms. We are informed that Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny will be in a room together. And Trisha and Stormy will be in a room together. Trisha makes a lot of faces for somebody that just coming into this group. What you making all the faces for? Why? Why are you talking, girl? We don't know you. But anyway, Tisha is upset and she says that she's ready to go back to Huntsville. And Nell is talking about, Mel, I don't have a room. Everybody got their names on a bed and I don't have a bed. So Mel explains to her that evidently they left her name tag, but the room that doesn't have a name tag on it is hers. Baby, Nell acted a plum fool about this doggone name tag. What was so... I understand you wanted your name tag. We get it. Okay. Mel explained to you the reason why you didn't have a name tag. She lets you know which room was yours, but you still going on and on. And you legit said you was upset about this doggone name tag. Why? Baby, you could have went and created your own name tag for all of this that you was keeping up. Why? This lady, I don't know. Everybody's trying to say she was drunk, and she probably was. But it don't make no sense for a 60-year-old woman to act that big of a fool over a name tag. It makes zero sense. But that's what she did. She acted a plumb fool. We'll see Tisha talking about Trisha because she saw Kimmy and Tisha run outside or walk outside. So Trisha is running behind them trying to find out what's wrong with them. They're talking about how disrespectful it was for them to be in that room. Trisha is agreeing. Trisha, be glad you even in a room. They should have put you out back in the dungeon or something if they had one. They should have just left you on the beach and let you slip out there on the sand. Because you got a lot of, you talking and you ain't got no reason to be talking. You don't. We don't know you, girl. You just came into this episode, which I felt like when you got invited on this trip, when you got invited, that's when you should have opened your lockjaw mouth and told Melody that you had been to her house because you was out there doing whatever you was trying to do with Martell. You should have put that out there then, but you didn't. So you out here on this free trip and you running your mouth. You don't need to be running your mouth. You need to shut it up. Go on, keep your mouth locked closed like you've been doing this whole season. Now you want to talk. No, baby, keep that same energy that you've been having since the first episode you appeared on the screen. Shut it up. Anyway, we'll see where Trisha asks them who is Shanita, and they were like, that's her friend. That's one of her friends. Yes, that's one of her real friends. One of her real friends. Who are you? Huh? Who are you? As a matter of fact, who is any of y'all outside of them snakes that Shanita was talking about at the beginning of this episode? Shoot. So Trisha said that they should have got a better room and that she should have been placed in the room with the friends. They might not have liked her, but she would have been okay with being in the room with her friends. Okay. Okay, let's see. You know Stormy. You should be in the room where you are. Why would she put you that she don't even know in the room with her friends that don't know you? Don't none of y'all know nothing about each other. So why would she put her friends in the room with you? You in a room with somebody you know, somebody you can be comfortable with because y'all know each other. Tisha, Kimmy, and Destiny are in the room together because they want to be thick as thieves. That's where they need to be. That's Tisha BFF, and that's her sister-in-law. They where they should be. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I agree with the placement. And if you don't like it, go get your own room. Go buy your own room. Matter of fact, you can pitch a tent and put it out there on the doggone beach. Or pitch you a tent and stick it out there by the pool. We don't care. You ain't even gotta have a room. Anyway, Nell still tripping about this doggone name tag, talking about how she took care of Mel in Houston. And Nell, you may have, as far as accommodations, you may have taken care of Mel as far as her accommodations. But also in that Houston trip, she told you out her mouth, she told you and Fletcher, don't pair me with Martell. What do? You do a trust exercise and you pair her with Martell. So now, Neil, you 100%. You want to do your thing, so you got it wrong. You cried over a freaking name tag. Who? What? So Mel tells Neil that all she's been doing is complaining, and she's still tripping over this name tag. Shanita said, you can have her room. And she's like, it's not about the room, it's about the name tag. It ain't about the room, y'all. It's not about, even in her confessional, this lady says it's not about the room, it's about the freaking name tag. You got to be freaking kidding me. You can't make it up. You cannot make this shit up. Doctor Mel tells her that, she needs her to be her support during this trip. And she says she will, she toned it down a little bit. Next thing we'll see is Sonny walking up to them and letting Mel know that Tisha and Kimmy are upset about their rooms. So Mel goes out to see Tisha and Kimmy. And she's like, y'all are upset about, Sonny said, y'all are upset about your rooms. There's like, it's not so much as upset as we're disappointed. They felt like, we've known each other and been around each other for however long. And they felt like they should have been in better rooms. And Tisha talking about this speaks volumes as to how you feel about us. Tisha, you wanted to bring a +1. Kimmy is your sister-in-law. So Mel sits there and she explains, her thought process when she put them in the rooms together. Tisha gonna try to say that the lady is lying. How you know if this lady is lying or not? How do you know? Now you want to sit here and tell her she's lying because what you did was underhanded and shady. Now, what was Mel missed about the rooms? Probably so. I ain't mad at her. Hey, Duchess, how you doing? But I just don't understand how you gonna be mad because you sat here and invited Destiny on this trip, but now you mad because you're gonna be in the room with her. You deserve to be in the room with her. It's just ridiculous. It is really ridiculous. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. So Melody ends up offering her room to them. She was like, me, Shanita, and Lauren will share this room. And y'all can get our rooms. They're like, no, you don't have to do that, because if that's really what you wanted to do, you would have did that, from the beginning. And she was like, no, because I wouldn't have known you felt some type of way. And I'm still trying to understand why y'all feel some type of way. Y'all said y'all but on this TV last week and invited this lady behind Melody's back, and you felt, and that's actually, y'all done talked a lot of junk about this lady all season. Mel done been a dark soul. She done been evil. She done been all of these things. And even Tisha, just last week, you was talking about Martell was probably telling the truth on her. But now you feel like you supposed to get a good room. You right where you supposed to be. You supposed to be in the dungeon. If she could throw y'all back out there on the back for all I care. If y'all don't like it, go buy y'all another room. But nobody gonna do that. All they gonna do is sit there and complain about it. Next, we'll see Sonny is telling Neil to go outside to check on the situation. Now, why they sent Neil extra behind out there to check on the situation, I don't know. And Neil comes out basically like, hey, y'all got to suck this up. Y'all need to just suck it up because, the situation wasn't too cool in Houston and y'all sucked it up and dealt with it. So now you got to suck it up here and deal with this. And baby, Kimmy goes off. I'm like, I didn't feel like it should have escalated like it did. And I feel like it probably escalated the way it did because they had somewhat came to a resolve on the situation. And Nell came in and hyped it back up. But even with that, Kimmy stepped in Nell's personal space, which she shouldn't have did. And Kimmy, I don't even know why you so upset, baby. You always jumping in a conversation that ain't got nothing to do with you. Always. But I'm riding with Nell. Nell, I believe you can take her. I believe you can take her. I really do. But they get to arguing and they going back and forth and back and forth. And I guess Tisha is saying that, well, she tells Nell that her nipple is showing. And, Nell is like, dang, these males and nails, Lord, help me. Nell asked them who said something about fighting. Tisha said just loud and wrong. She got to talking about snatching off with Nell wig. And I'm like, Nell must be didn't hit it. Because I was ready to say something. I really was, but ain't that happened. But I was ready to see it. Mel was in there trying to de-escalate the situation. And Kimmy talking about this is why she don't do girl trips. Kimmy, you don't do no trips because your husband don't take you on no trip and you ain't got no girls to do girl trips with. So whatever. Next, we'll see what Mel pulls Nell to the side. And Nell basically says she ready to go. Because, she didn't come here to be arguing, fussing, and fight. She arguing over the doggone name tag. She done jumped in this situation and they done argue. So now she ready to go. And Mel was explaining Duchess, I wanted to see the fight. I believe Nell could take her. I do. I was gonna sit right there and watch. So Mel was trying to calm her down, and she asked her, "Don't you think you were doing a bit much?" And Nell was like, "Even if I was doing a lot, don't put your hand on me." Hey, on which Neil? Because if you are already rowdy and ready to fight, and sister and sister-in-law over there trying to put their hands on you, you ready to buck. You don't put your hand on nobody when they upset like that because you might catch a strike. And so, child, these folks doing too much. But it is what it is, child. It is what it is. We see what Tisha is talking about. The girls' trip has started out wrong because y'all mad about a room. It's the entitlement. Why are y'all so entitled? Let's be honest. Was the room huge? No. It didn't look like they were twin beds. They might have been full-size beds. But if we being honest, based off of what we've been seeing over the past seasons, that bedroom that can house 3 people look about the same as the bedroom that Tisha and Marceau sleep in every day. If we're gonna be honest. It looked about the same size. So you should be okay with that. And when you're going out on trips, you shouldn't be concerned with the room for real anyway, because you ain't gonna be in there. You're supposed to be out enjoying the scenery, going on excursions, just enjoying, being out, laying on the beach, laying beside the pool, whatever you do, you ain't gonna be laying up in this room, not all day. But maybe she was planning on being in there. I don't know. But I just felt like they was doing team too much with crying over this doggone room. So we'll end up seeing where I guess they've sort of kind of came to a resolve. They bring in the carnival ladies. They get to dancing and having a little fun. Now we know the only reason Kimmy got up to even dance a little bit because she saw they were giving out bags. So she was like, I want my bag. So she gets up and dances a little bit so she can get her bag. So if she wasn't getting the bag, she probably wasn't gonna get up. So I thought everybody pretty much get up except for Tisha. And Trisha with that whatever she got going on her head. I'm not liking Trisha. I'm really not. Then we see Mel dancing with the little island boy. And then she lets them know, okay, let's go eat. So everybody gets up, they're around the table, they're getting ready to eat. She tells Sunny that she's quiet. Sunny says she's hungry. And Tisha brings up the subject of Mel says you was bringing her single friends. Why you had to specify your single friends? Like your single friends are more fun or funnier than your married friends. And it was like, because they are. Shit, because they are. Because single friends might be more loose, wild, and do some things that married friends can't do. Because if the married friend get caught doing some of the stuff the single friends be doing, then that married friend gonna be ended up being a single friend. So probably because they are, baby girl, because they are. Anyway, that gets on the subject of, what defines a friendship, because Mel said Trisha had an issue with Sunny based off of Destiny. So Trisha was like, I don't have an issue with her, but I'm not gonna be cool with her like that. So Mel explains the situation to Shanita and Lauren as to, Destiny was dating Moses and now Sunny is married to Moses. So all the women are mad with Sunny. As I said, nobody agrees with what Sunny did. It is what it is at this point. But you can't sit here. If you're going to be mad with somebody, be mad with Moses. But all of y'all sitting here jumping on this lady like she took y'all nigga. She didn't. And don't nobody want y'all men. For real, because don't nobody want Marceau and don't nobody want Maurice big head ass. Hell. And don't nobody want Martell but Ariane with her stupid behind. So Shanita asks the question of, can you be around somebody you don't like? And Tisha's like, yeah. And of course, Stormy pipes in. She's like, yeah, she don't like me. And she was sitting right beside me. It's like, whatever. So she told Melody right in Tisha's face, watch her. Baby. Tisha got offended. What you mean, watch me? Exactly what she said. Watch me. What you mean, watch me? Basically, what she said, watch you. And she meant that because you sitting up here, you mad about somebody that ain't got nothing to do with you. And I understand if you're gonna ride for your friend, you ride for your friend, right? Now, the only reason you friends with Destiny is because y'all had a common dislike for Melody, right? Okay, because you was trying to do that thing with Stormy, and then you and Stormy fell out. Kimmy don't like none of y'all. She just there. She is just there. And I'm sick of her at this point. Because I used to like Kimmy at one point, but she done got to the point where I don't like her. Shoot. Oh, y'all giving me fake and phony. So, Shanita's like, it's the opposite at this table. Everybody at this table opposite pretty much. And she was like, sit here, because she read Tisha down. And Tisha is talking about she didn't know Melody was gonna bring her bodyguard. Like, is that why you brought Destiny? That's why you invited Destiny, because you had ulterior motives when you invited Destiny. If we be honest, you know you did. You didn't just invite Destiny just to be inviting her. You wanted something to pop off. It just didn't pop off the way you thought it was gonna pop off because you threw your little shot, but Mel messed you up when Sonny showed up. Y'all weren't expecting it. You weren't expecting it. It's funny to me because y'all got so much to say, and now you in the episode, dang, they're about to cry. You crying over the room. You crying because Shanita done read you down. I'm waiting on the next episode because I'm trying to see how this thing gonna end. Heck, I'm actually being honest. I wouldn't mind seeing some of y'all, do a little turn, a little tough. Because Destiny come over there because her and all her big D energy next episode. I wouldn't mind if somebody tussled her a few times. She feel like she all this and that. Because I'm trying to see when this Stormy situation gonna pop off. There's a lot I'm waiting to see. And it's been interesting. It's been interesting. But she basically let Mel know that Tisha done told you how she feel about you 1,000 different ways. And Tisha was like, no, I didn't. She's like, yeah, your actions told her. And I don't even know you. This is my first time being around you. And you done told me how you feel about her because you want everything to go your way. And the hell with everybody else in this circle. You want what you want, how you want it, when you want it, because that old crazy behind mama of yours done got you spoiled because she buy and give you what you want to. So you think everything rises and sets on you, and it don't. It don't. So that's it. Them all my thoughts on this. Some crazy mess. How you been doing, Duchess? You been doing well. I gotta go get on after this so I can listen to your review. I saw it, but I didn't get off work till late last night. So I'm just trying to get up and get things going. But I gotta make sure I catch your review. Doing me a replay. I'm gonna be on there. For all my subscribers, Break Bread with Duchess is a content creator. So y'all can go check her out. She does a wonderful job. Tired, working hard, working hard, working hard. I'm supposed to be doing the Family Empire, not the Family Empire. Yeah, Family Empire Houston. I haven't watched it yet. Not a problem. But anyway, that's it, y'all. I gotta go catch up on me some reviews that I hadn't caught. And I thank you so much for coming through, Duchess. I appreciate it. I haven't done it yet. I gotta I gotta watch the episode. I gotta watch the episode. So once I watch the episode, then I'll review it. So I'm gonna go in here and cook a couple of things. Put you on the TV and listen to you in my background. And I still gotta take my hair down and wash it and do some things. So thank you. I appreciate it. But that is going to be it for me today. I appreciate it. Okay, let me get up out of here. I will talk to you all soon. Y'all have a great day.